Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Pat Platypus here, and it's time to review an episode of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, episode 16. And yeah, so let's start with the summary. We get basically the beginning. You break this down in a few sections, really. You've got haggling 101, hinting at Dio's stand. We get introduced to Steely Dan and how his stand works and what it's doing to Joseph. Then we get the shrinking down and going inside of him and then humiliating Jotaro. So that's basically the whole episode. The haggling part, I don't know, like, the animation was especially bad in that section, and I know that's how it was set up. It wasn't supposed to be phenomenal animation. But I really feel like they might have been saving their budget while doing that scene. And I don't know if that scene was in the manga, but it's so weird that it taught you how to haggle. It was just so random. Like, there have been moments where they're talking about a country and they go there, and then the narrator will be like, "This is Hong Kong, and their famous thing is this and that," and it does like a little, you know, kind of almost like a world tour kind of thing, which I think is interesting. But this just taught you how to haggle, and it was kind of funny, but very strange. So I don't know if that was in the manga or not, because I don't read the manga, but... Well, I do. I'm reading part 1, but I haven't read part 1 in a while. I don't even remember where I was at, but mainly I only watched the anime, and that was weird, but whatever, not a big deal. Then we get introduced to Steely Dan, and he kills Enyaba. We don't know how, but we see that these tentacles are coming out of her, and it's really gory and violent. The animation's good and everything. And they're trying to find out what Dio's stand is capable of and what its secret is, and she won't answer. She's loyal to Dio, and she dies. Water break. So yeah, she dies. That character's now gone, so that's pretty good progress right there, I'd say. And hinting at what Dio's stand can do is also very interesting. Like I said, I don't read the manga, but this series has been around for over 20 years. I do know what Dio's stand is, and oh, it's too much, dude. It's too much. The world. I'm gonna stop right there. It's the world. Oh, I'm done. Okay. I'm not gonna spoil anything for people who don't know, but you know, I do know what his stand is, and it's disgusting. But I'm not gonna go into spoilers. But yeah, she dies. They don't find out what his stand is capable of, and they're kind of questioning how she died because a flesh bud was inside of her and how that happened. I believe what happened is Steely Dan explains that he had his stand go inside of her and put the flesh bud in, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like that's what he said. And what ends up happening is it's like, alright, 4-on-1, prepare yourself. Jotaro just goes in, just fucking fuck your shit, and Star Platinum socks him. But then Joseph actually gets hit too, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? And basically, his stand is so small, it's super weak, but it can get inside of you and attach itself to your brain. And if he gets hit, the person who the stand is inside will take the same amount, like they'll get hurt in the same spot, and it'll be even more painful. And Jotaro's really pissed, and he wants to beat him up, but they're stopping him like, dude, you can't beat this guy up, you're gonna hurt your grandpa. So they try to bail out and run to try to distance themselves from the stand user so that the stand power will disappear. But he has ridiculous stand range of, like, I think he said hundreds of kilometers, so that is super impressive right there. But they go to a TV so that he can use his photograph thing with Hermit Purple to see inside his brain, and then they bust something, they pull something completely out of their ass, like they just reached in and they were like, oh, what's this? Oh yeah, our stands can shrink. So what happens is, which is kind of weird because what's it called? Hierophant Green can already go inside people's bodies, but I mean, I guess being microscopic helps in actual combat against the stand. So Silver Chariot and Hierophant Green shrink down and go inside of him, and Joseph's obviously really nervous about it, doing his classic oh my gods and oh no's and stuff. I don't know if he specifically said that, but you know what I mean. He's Joseph being Joseph. And then you've got this part with Jotaro and Steely Dan, and, well, his name is Dan of Steel in this version because, you know, the copyright, but whatever. And he's just humiliating Jotaro. He's making him do all kinds of shit, like, oh, hey, make yourself a bridge so I can walk across. He's just being a dick to him, and you know Jotaro is getting super pissed. this is really good build-up, because when Jotaro finally goes ham on this guy and just beats the shit out of him with Star Platinum, you know it's going to be so satisfying after he forced someone with so much pride, like Jotaro, to do all this ridiculous shit. So that was very awesome. He's definitely a villain you want to see get his ass kicked. And I like the concept of this fight. I like how it's done. I think it's very creative and very interesting. It's not just, you know, oh, there's a stand, and then, oh, no, 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 and it's over, you know. It's fucking... It's actually unique. There's strategy to it, and that's one of the things I really like about Stardust Crusaders. It's very long, but it's not repetitive, which is weird, because if someone explained part 3 to you, it's like, okay, yeah, these dudes, they have stands, and then they go off and fight other stand users, and like every episode is a new stand user, and it's like, that sounds repetitive. But no, it really isn't. It's actually very well done. Very unique stands that they fight with very unique abilities. So, yeah, I really like this episode. I think it's a great setup for the next episode. I like the build-up. I can't wait to see Jotaro just pound this dude's shit in. So, I'm going to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I would have given it a 9 out of 10, but I thought the haggling scene was a little too long and just very out of place, unless haggling is going to play a part, but I have no idea. So, yeah, hinting at Dio's stand, that's nice foreshadowing. Enyuba's dead, that's good progress. Like I said before, I'm just kind of recapping here. So yeah, before I repeat myself too many times like I usually do, yeah, 8.5 out of 10, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys thought of the episode. Bye.